Alright, so we can acknowledge that everything good begins with bacon, right? Alright, so assuming we're all in agreement on that, I wanted to mention that I'm cooking tonight specifically to show a friend of mine that chicken can be fun, and you know, you can do it on the cheap with very few decent ingredients. So tonight I'm limiting myself to 5 ingredients, including chicken, in order to make a reasonably decent and low impact one pot dinner. So reason I want to do this is because the other night she tells me I'm having chicken and an apple, and I actually have an artist rendering of what this dinner looked like from her plate's perspective. Yeah, that's right. Chicken and an apple. I can't imagine how sad that chicken really, really was. So we're going to mess around a little bit. And this is not a fancy dinner. This is just a nice and easy, low impact sort of thing. We're going to use 1 pound boneless, skinless chicken breast, 3 strips of bacon, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 can of cannellini beans. I love beans. 2 carrots, which I've peeled and chunked, and salt and pepper. So nothing out of the ordinary. I want to show you guys my bacon trick here. Going into my freezer. I think I saw this on Lifehacker. In here, excuse me, I'm gonna put this down for a second. All right. So in here, I've taken bacon, fresh out of the package, and I rolled it up. I think you can see these are little individual pieces rolled up into little pinwheels. Put them side by side, then wrap them up in saran wrap. Hey, easy dog. When the time comes, you can just break off a couple of pieces, rewrap it, get it back in the freezer. Very cool little trick, and you don't waste bacon sitting in your fridge. Alright, so we've got our 1 pound boneless, skinless chicken breast. This would probably even work better with thighs, but here we are. And then 1 can each, regular size, diced tomatoes, cannellini beans. Alright, first thing first, we cook the bacon, and what you do, let me get back here real quick. Alright, you cook the bacon over medium heat. You remove it, and then you lightly dab about 2/3 of the grease out of the pan with a paper towel. What we want, once we get the carrots in there, is a nice little brown, not quite burnt, but brown bits on the bottom. That's going to give our chicken a little flavor, and the bacon fat's going to give chicken a little more flavor than olive oil would. Then we get the carrots in there, which have been chunked up. We hit them with some salt and pepper. We let them cook for something like 3 to 5 minutes until they've got a nice little brown color too. Then, our chicken breast, which has been salted and peppered. I'm going to get that in there. And we got to make sure this is touching the bottom. So you want to get the carrots out from underneath, because we want the chicken to get color. Alright, so chicken's cooking. Oh yeah. So we added the carrots. We cooked them for about 3 to 5 minutes. S&P, salt and pepper. You also want to do salt and pepper the bacon when you were cooking that. So we've added the chicken breasts. We're going to brown on each side. After we're done with that, it's just simply adding the tomatoes. And then once they come up to a bubble, you take a fork, you take you know, something, and you scrape the bottom of the pan. And you want to get all of the bits that have burned on the bottom right up and out. And this will add to the flavor, because you've got some liquid there with the tomatoes that'll loosen all that stuff up, absorb some of that flavor, and make it really like rich and tasty. So you want to cook that. If you can cover it, that's great, because you don't want to lose all your liquid. If you lose some liquid, pour a little water in there. Cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat, and then you want to add your beans. And once you've done that, cook another 10 to 15 minutes uncovered, medium-low, till the chicken is done. And if you've got the courage, chop up the bacon, get it back in the pot. You know, I know that eating healthy oftentimes precludes bacon, but we're only using a little bit of the fat and a little bit of the burnt bacon flavor. So we're not You're using less fat here than you would if you dumped, you know, 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there or 3 tablespoons of butter. And I will be back a little bit later to finish this off and show you pictures of the final product.